Hey there. I'm doing great. How are things going with you? Love to hear it. Consciousness. That's a big one. I'm ready when you are. What's on your mind? At its simplest, consciousness is just the state of being aware. It's that inner experience of what it's like to be you, sensing the world around you and having your own private thoughts and feelings. Do you think consciousness is something only humans have? I mean, I'm sorry, I missed that. Did you mean on the one hand, as in you're weighing 2 different ideas? I know we just touched on it, but let's dive a bit deeper. Think of it as the movie playing in your head, colors you see, the sounds you hear, and the way you feel when you're happy or sad. It's the difference between a camera recording a scene and a person actually experiencing it. Does that make sense, or does it feel a bit too? Got it. What's your next question? I'm all Hmm. We're conscious because we have a direct internal experience of our own existence. It's the one thing we don't have to prove to anyone else. We just feel it. But it's interesting because we can't actually prove that someone else is conscious in the same way we just assume they are because they act like us. Does that feel like a bit of a mind bend? It's the $1,000,000 question. There isn't one single consciousness button in the brain. It's more like a symphony where different parts, like the cerebral cortex for processing information and the brain stem for keeping you awake, all work together. If one section goes quiet, the whole experience can change. Do you think it's more about the hardware of the brain or something more mysterious? Fair enough. What's the next question on your list? It is a hard bit. Consciousness is probably the most mysterious thing we've got going on. What else are you wondering about? That's a great distinction to make. Being awake is more about the physical state. Your eyes are open and your brain is active, but consciousness is the actual awareness. For example, you can be awake but totally zoned out, like when you're driving a familiar route and suddenly realize you don't know how you got home. You were awake, but you weren't fully conscious of the moment. Does that feel like a clear difference? Glad we're on the same page. I'm ready. That's a big question. It's basically the brain's way of helping a creature survive. By being conscious, a living being can do more than just react to a stimulus. It can plan, learn from the past, and make choices based on what's happening around it. It's like the difference between a programmed robot and someone who can actually think and adapt. Do you think animals have the same kind of Most scientists agree that they do, though it might look different from ours. A dog feeling joy when you come home, or an octopus solving a puzzle, shows they're experiencing the world, not just reacting to it. It's just a matter of how complex that awareness is. Do you think there's a specific animal that's especially aware? Well, that's where things get really interesting. It's mostly about the level of reflection. Humans can think about their own thinking, like we can wonder why we're conscious in the first place, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Most animals are probably conscious of the now, but humans can project themselves into the future or analyze the past in a way that's incredibly complex. Do you think that ability to reflect is what makes us unique, or about survival? Basically, it gave us a massive edge. Instead of just reacting to a smell or a sound, consciousness let us imagine scenario. It turned manipulate it. Do you think we've reached the peak of consciousness, or is there still more to evolve? That That's tiny electrical signals and chemical reactions and blends them together into a station where different parts of the brain talking to each other create the feeling of a unified self. It's almost like the brain is telling itself a story about what's happening in real time. Do you think it's all just chemistry, or memory is like the glue that holds your consciousness together? Without it, you'd just be living in a series of disconnected moments with no sense of who you are or where you've been. Memory allows you to connect the present to the past, which creates a continuous